Oh, very good evening to all of you students. I am Mrs. Swati K. Unyal and I have picked up a topic today, money for you all children. Now this money topic is from macroeconomic book. Now fine children. Now basically the first question which we need to look into is, what is the definition of money children? Money as such is a very wide term, and often when we take a class lecture we say money is what money does. Fine. With money, you can buy commodities, you can satisfy your wants, you can make future payments. So, money has been defined by various economists, but the most widely preferred definition of economics of money is by Professor Crowther. Professor Crowther. Now, according to Professor Crowther, children, money is anything which is acceptable as a medium of exchange as well as measure of value. So we have two important functions of money. First, medium of exchange, and second is measure of value. Now the second question which comes into our mind is, why was money invented? You see children, long years back, there was no money. People were exchanging goods for goods. Like suppose if I had utensils at my place, and I wanted some kind of rice, I would just go into your home and I would say that kindly take some rice and give me one utensil. Fine, that was done. Now this exchange was known as barter system. Now the keywords for barter system definition is, barter system is a direct exchange of goods for goods. Now in barter system children, there was an important component which was known as search cost. That means in barter system, you had to spend a lot of time in searching. Now searching for what? Searching for a person who had double coincidence. That means, suppose we take an example. Suppose a person is having surplus stock of rice. Right? Now, he has rice and he wants to get cloth for himself. Now, remember, when he will go to a market with his rice, he will search for a person who will have double coincidence with him. That means he will search for a person who not only wants to buy rice from him, but is also willing to sell cloth to him. Now, this was a very tricky thing and it was very time consuming. This happens to be one of the major drawback of barter system, double coincidence of want. Then second drawback was there was lack of divisibility. Like suppose, again to come back to example, rice. Now for rice, if someone had to give me a sheep or a goat, now rice was 1 kg, a sheep was hale hearty, so the transaction could never take place. Right? So this was there. And third important drawback of barter system was lack of deferred payments. Deferred means future payments. You couldn't make future payments with money. Now, without money you could make future payments. So now we come back to our question, children. Why was money invented? Money was invented because of all these complexities of barter system. That means, so let's repeat, barter system had three main disadvantages. First is double coincidence of wants. Second is lack of divisibility of goods. And third is lack of deferred payments. Now children, slowly man became modern. Man started moving from subsistence farming to commercial farming. Man wanted a market to expand. There was multiplicity of wants. Now when wants multiplied with limited means, man moved out of his hometown in search of jobs. So to facilitate exchange, money was invented. Got the point? Fine children. So that is all for today and I hope you are keeping yourself safe. And a positive note about, I would like to end on a positive note about Corona, that they are saying that if once things become normal, we as an individual can help our economy by being Indian, buying Indian. That means we must buy things and commodities from people who are within our country or within our state or within our town. That means we must encourage domestic trade. Okay, so fine. See you all next time. Take care. Thank you.